What's going on, guys? Clifton Denny with On Your Own Outdoors. Hey guys, before we get this review started, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know we're gonna do another giveaway this week. So anyway, stick around in this video to figure out how you have your chance to win. It's gonna be a surprise pack, so I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna be in it. You're just gonna have to wait and find out. Good hunting. Let's get back to this video. What's going on, guys? Clifton Denny, On Your Own Outdoors. Coming to you today with another stand review. So today the stand we're going to talk about is the Summit Open Shot. In my opinion, it was the answer to Summit hurt everybody, right? So it's their answer to not having a bow stand. So with most of Summit's models, you'll realize they all have the top bar. Well, the problem with that is unless you put your top extremely low so you can stand up and shoot over it, and if you remember those back shots, it's an issue anyways. Unless you put your top extremely low, it really confines you on what you can do with archery equipment as far as being able to shoot out of it. I know with a compound bow it does. I can only imagine that, you know, these dudes with active sticks and strings have some big problems with them. So for the Summit line though, I guess what would be one downside, that would probably be that, you know, it doesn't have a rifle rest. So anyways, let's check it out. So like I said, I feel like Summit really hurt everybody whenever people were talking about, you know, their stands not being good for an archery stand. So my strap's super tight right now, but here's the backpack strap. So just like we did in some of the other videos, let's talk about it. So it's a pretty small frame, side to side, so that's awesome. It doesn't set up real high. That's also cool. Here goes the negative. See how bad that sticks out? So again, if you're bobbing and weaving through early season, you're gonna hang on stuff. One plus side I would say about it, it's light and you don't hear a whole bunch of moving. Summit went ahead, like they always do. They put these super comfortable seats in them. It's easy to pack. I think that if you had a backpack or something like that, you're going in on some public ground, you could probably strap it on here and you'd be all right. The only downside is I feel like it's going to carry a little bit lower on your back than some of its competitors, but it's got a pretty small profile and it's pretty light. So I'll quit talking and we'll get to hanging this dude on a tree. All right guys, so the first thing we're going to talk about is this thing operates just like all the other Summits. So for just the Summit model in themselves, or the Summit company in themselves, I think that's a huge plus. Because I think a lot of their stands are workup stands. So you start with like a Viper or a Goliath, something like that. And if you get into archery hunting, you go to something smaller and more compact like this. The plus side about doing so is they all operate the same. So we have it, we undone the strap, it's laying over there on the side. You can see it's just like the other stands. However, this piece, again, exact same way. We're gonna pull down on the pull tab here. That disengages it so we can slide it forward, pull it up and out. Come to your tree. All right, so I've got this hooked onto the tree. If I flip this seat up out of the way, you can see their new models have this, I don't know, the frame for the seat, and then a big nice cushion that sits on top. It dude's got to be like 3 inches thick. It's pretty awesome. So the bottom works just like the other Summit stands. You've got pull down on your little tab. I don't know if you can hear that. That's one thing that I've always had a little concern with the Summits, just to be aware of. Not that it's even a negative, just to be aware. Whenever you're working these side pieces, it's all metal, so you are going to have a little noise that comes along with that. Little clanging and tanging, so you know, take yourself an extra 5 minutes on your way to your stand so you can be a little quieter with it. So again, this thing that I'm hooking on here is nothing more than like a bungee cord. Super solid idea that Summit come up with, and it's just to keep your bottom and your top attached. Like the other models, you've got your bungee strap. Comes around in front of the feet hook. You can just kind of hook it back on itself there. So that's what it looks like set up on a tree. You can take your backpack straps. Mine are already tight, but you cinch those up good. So one thing I like about this stand versus the Summit Viper or the Goliath is it doesn't have as much cloth. This is really your only cloth that you have, so it's not going to hold all that scent in, maybe like some of the other stands that Summit makes does. So, just like the other Summits, you got the nifty bootstrap down here. Foot forward, kick it back, you lock into the side. Same thing on the other side. So the one deal that I do like about this stand as well is that you can see, like now I'm basically inside the stand. So if you leave that seat down, it's all the way up here on you. You can push it forward. So this stand though, you're gonna be climbing with more forearm than you are anything else. You can lay your forearm across the flat space of the bar, making sure that everything is in, latched in real good, good to go. Grab a hold to the cable above it. And that's how you operate it. So if you're one of these guys that are worried, you know, you're not in really good shape or something like that, it's actually not near as bad as what you think it is. Now, for all you guys that are gonna hate on me because I'm not wearing a safety harness, I'm 6 foot off the ground. So I won't go any higher than that for the purpose that I don't have a safety harness on. So what I'm doing now is I'm adjusting my top. Once you go to one of these smaller profile stands, you'll realize that as you go up the tree, just with the angle, you have to adjust out more. So again, I like to get mine to about the bottom of my knee. So we're gonna go right there with it. And that's it. So the plus side with this stand versus some of the other Summits or some of the other competitors that have the bar around it. Say that I'm sitting here, middle of November, White River Bottom somewhere, all of a sudden that doe comes busting through. She's in a hurry and she's got a buck behind her. You start giving it the old goat nat, nat to get it to stop. You can snatch your bow, pull, you never have to stand up. It's a little bit less movement, it's one less step, and if you hunt very much, you know that that can make a hell of a difference in the woods. You know, 3 seconds seems like an eternity in the woods. So if I can shoot from sitting down, that's a whole lot better than having to stand up, turn around, get my bow, get my feet set. Now the deer's all the way over here, so I'm trying to chase him around in a circle. Just makes a big difference. So at the end of the day, I will tell you this, I really like this stand. I'm probably going to end up having to own one. So it's when it comes to my lone wolves, it's extremely similar to those. It's just a little bit more bulky, but it's got a really nice thick cushioned seat on it. I like it. So that's all I've got for the Summit Open Shot. I would say that if you get a chance, run down to Max Prairie Wings, go see Jody and them. They keep these in stock, so go check them out. Well, I didn't fall off a tree, so that's a plus. So I guess we get to go ahead and do this giveaway. All right, so now that you've stuck around this long to figure out what you got to do to enter to win, it's going to be just like the last time. Make sure you reach over, click on that subscribe button, come down in the comments, leave a comment over, do you love this stand? Do you hate this stand? Have you ever used one? Are you going to try to use one? If you end up getting one, by all means, come back, leave a comment later on to let us know what you thought about it. If you'd like to see a broadhead tested out, if you'd like to see a stand tested out, leave that down in the comments. Don't care. Leave something in the comments and hit subscribe. We'll see you guys later this week. Good luck.